season. They are in every competition they are playing well. So they are in the finals of that Carabao Cup. They play Newcastle in March in that final of that competition. So we will see who wins that competition. But looking at it from where we are now till when they play that final, it's all Liverpool. But let's say if Newcastle is going to shock them that day, but Liverpool is in the final of the Carabao Cup. In today's game, FA Cup is playing this weekend. Not Premier League, is the FA Cup that is happening throughout England this weekend. So Manchester United will start today. They play Leicester City in the first game in the FA Cup. Today, in other games that happened in Coppa Italia, the Inter was trashed and they're out of the Coppa Italia. Barcelona has won their game. They are in the next round of the Copa del Rey. So we are going to be talking about all that on the show. Good morning, guys. Welcome to Vote Sports on Vote 104.3 FM. My name is Godwin, and I'm here with the A team to talk about all this on the show. Good morning, Nonso. How are you?
I'm good. Good morning. Interesting game. Good result. I was sleeping with a smile. I was sleeping with a smile on my face because I woke up with laughter. You know, when you wake up with joy and you feel like you woke up on the right side of the bed. Welcome to the show, guys.
Welcome to the show, Non. So, John, how are you?
I'm feeling good. You know, it's lovely whenever you make a call and it comes through. We're arguing it here yesterday that there's not going to be any reserve team starting. It's going to be full 11, full armory. It's going to be a blowout, and I'm happy to be right yet again.
Yeah, John predicted that it's going to be a blowout.
Even we all predicted that Liverpool are going to win.
Yes, but John said blowout.
Blowout.
Yes.
Okay, the first time he used blowout,
he has been using blowout with Manchester City.
You know they come.
They work.
Didn't they?
So he tried with Liverpool and he worked. Okay, Liverpool winning that game 4-0. Okay, remember, guys, we are live on YouTube at Vote FM Sports. It means that whenever you are not in Enugu, you can join us live and watch us talk football. You can join us live now too, and come drop your comments. I will be reading your comments live here in the studio. Okay, let's start with the Carabao Cup. The Liverpool is in the finals of that competition. They trashed Spurs. It was expected for them to win, but winning the way they did, I watched that game and I was wondering what's happening to Spurs. They are not doing anything apart from that one shot in the second half. That son hit the bar. They didn't do anything in the whole 90 minutes, and they were outplayed, outclassed, outscored, outtrashed, at everything in that game.
Yeah.
They won all the 50. Liverpool won all the 50-50 balls, and they won that game comfortably 4-0.
You know, it's one thing that you can't really underestimate any opponent, no matter who they are. And I said it coming into this game, Liverpool have always had the better side. The difference is when you want to start under 18s, under 23s, be ready for a lottery in that game. And they went the right way, started the right players, and the players started to turn on the style. You know, after the first goal, it was downhill for Tottenham going forward. Even when they brought on the new signing, Mattis Tell in the 48 minutes of Pepper. They couldn't do anything, man. What do you want to do?
When you get supply, you go get service. If you
get service, the guy got surprised when he go enter that team. See that these guys are bottlers.
I don't know why the conversation on the flights didn't just take place. It could have been, okay, fine, just call Man U. I'm coming for free. And maybe by now would have seen him play for Man United.
He doesn't have the power to say I'm coming for free. He doesn't have the right to say that. And secondly, let's not forget that for all we're hyping up this deal to be, it's still a loan deal with an option to buy. It's not an obligation.
And he's a good player, is what I'm saying. He's a good player. It could be either ways now. It could be anywhere.
For a good club, Spurs.
If you
It's time for a good club, Spurs. They are the ones paying the bills. They're
not flogging your remote for
the ones. They are the ones that are doing all the. You know, they've done the necessary. If Manchester United was such a stellar example or destination, why did he make the switch to Tottenham? Let's not even look at the squad. Let's not look at the manager. Let's just look at the environment. Let's look at the stadium, man. Come on, good job.
Okay, if you look at that game, the first game was scored. Gakpo scored the first goal. I think Gakpo has become a star in that team. He scored the first goal to give them that edge in the first half. Good game all right, and Salah has been playing well. Even everybody play, even Nunes got the penalty and scored. All the goals they scored was world class. I remember this particular goal from Leicester to, I think, badly to someone's line, and they just passed the ball into the net. Good move for this. Slot has done well with this Liverpool team.
Yeah.
The thing is, and Slot, he came. I was discussing with somebody this morning when I was looking for something, and he said, if only Ferguson left a younger crop of players for the next manager, and I'm like, Ferguson left good players. Let's not use age to demerit them. He left good crop of players for the next manager. Jurgen Klopp, on the same hand, left a proper number of players because in his last season, I think the last summer before he left, he changed the whole midfield. There was a Thiago Silva, Thiago Alcantara. Sorry, not Thiago Silva. Thiago Alcantara. What's it called? The other guy that left for Bayern Munich, Wijnaldum, that got them the Champions League goal against Barcelona.
He went to PSG.
Went to PSG. Sorry, he went to PSG, and many other players like that. Like you change your whole setup and you want to go. You are competing for titles and you change the whole midfield setup in one season, or perhaps in 2 transfer windows, and you want to compete. It kind of dragged him back a little. That's why you saw him finishing with the Carabao Cup and just the Carabao Cup last season, or maybe he didn't really get the energy to.
Probably Slot is good.
And
I wouldn't put it down to Slot being good.
It's good, but when you inherit something good and you make use of it properly,
you inherited a working system. That's the thing, a working fit system. These are players. Let's not forget that Liverpool's midfield used to be made up or comprised of Henderson, Wijnaldum. You talk about the Thiago Alcantara. You talk about the Arsenal rejects. Oxlade-Chamberlain. You talk about all these other guys that were big part players in the squad. Guess what happened? Henderson went to Saudi. You know, work out from his back at Ajax. A couple of these players were exited, and he brought in. Let's not forget that it's under the summer before his last season that he brought in the likes of the McAllister after the World Cup. He brought in Szoboszlai, brought in
Gravenberch, McAllister, Szoboszlai, Endo.
Yeah,
he brought in 4 at once, and you say, okay, there's still a Alcantara on the bench. He can come in and help out. Then all of a sudden, Alcantara announced that he's leaving.
You're still trying to manage this thing. Guys up front that he brought in as well. So like McAllister and what's his name, Gakpo came in after that World Cup. They came into the squad. So he brought in a whole set of new players. But the good thing about it is that though they suffered the last season before he left, these guys adapted in the preseason under Slot. And Slot didn't come and say, okay, we are playing counter-attacking football, let's go and play possession. He maintained the order and just tweaked it a bit. So you have to give Slot his credit, but man, he inherited a squad that was firing.
We'll go on to say it's good, but if you're good and you can manage something well, then you have to be great.
No matter what you say, he's good. He has done well for himself, because you cannot say that he's playing exactly what Klopp was playing. He did his own style. He brought in.
I'm not seeing a Slot style, man.
And number 2,
I'm not seeing a Slot style. I'm seeing Slot style.
You're still seeing the
energy level. You are still seeing the gang press. The difference is the conservative approach. After you scored your goal.
If you have watched Prime Klopp, you know they are not.
I watched Prime Klopp. I watched Prime Klopp. Don't tell me that. I watched Prime Klopp, and I'm telling you, it's still the same system.
I don't believe that.
You are entitled to your opinion. I'm telling you, it's still the same system. The difference is the conservative edge. After you have a winning position, watch how they go when they need to score a goal.
If you watch Klopp against Man City, you still see them come out gang pressing. But like I said, you don't have to pack the box and be your boss a team to be compact. You can come out and be compact against I watched this Man United game now. No, we're all hyping Amorim. Against Liverpool, he gets results. Now let's use that game for instance. Man United did not pack the box. They came out. But if you look at the way they were structured very compactly. It was a very compact team coming out to play. So for me, I just feel like you can come out and play. You can come out and play against them pressing, but just don't lose the ball and keep putting the defenders.
What I'm trying to say is that most teams that are pressing, for example, if Aston bring another coach goes to, for example, okay, when good example I can give you now is Barcelona. When Pep left, they brought him another coach to take over Barcelona. He continued what he was doing, but when Enrique came, he changed the style a little bit because they brought in Suarez. Do you understand? It's the same style, but a little bit of tweak there. And that's what I'm saying. Yes. You cannot say that they are playing this. It cannot be the same style.
You cannot tell me that a little tweak on one or two because
he wants to play.
Baba, let him go and bring Guadangwa football. I will know that he's changed the style, but let's not come here and have a conversation on style because you added one or two flourishes. The style has changed.
Well, at the end of the day,
you are still with the playbook. The playbook still full ground.
Yes, at the end of the day, Jose Mourinho built Real Madrid. Ancelotti came and won the Champions League. Ancelotti left. And the same format is the day one
come and want repeat.
When you say who won the 3-peat at
Real Madrid.
This is
Who arranged the team? Ancelotti, because after Mourinho left, I think Ancelotti sold a couple of players and brought in a couple of players and took his time to build a proper team. And when he left, all of a sudden we hear Zidane is midfield. So it's still the same coach that.
Okay, for Angie has lost one trophy already. He has three
This one
to
is down.
go.
This one is down.
Yeah,
So he has 2 more to go.
2 more to go.
Two more to
Europa
go.
League cannot win the
Europa League and
Premier
FA
League and the FA Cup. So
The Premier League is Arsenal fans will be giving Champions League up and Premier League, but just for Tottenham, just leave Premier League. So let's leave Europa League and.
Angie is in a bitter situation. He cannot. I watched him yesterday. I was feeling sorry for him because I don't know. I don't think he knows what he's going to do with sports again. Because imagine all the coaches has been there. Jose Mourinho has been there. Conte has been there. A whole lot of top coaches have been there, and they could not change this team. And he has tried. They are not changing. They are actually going down more. But let's see what happens with him. But he lost that game 4-0. So good luck to him in the future. So let's see what happens with him in the future. So Liverpool will play Newcastle in the final of that Carabao Cup.
The new defender started and
in the new defender that's what started. He gave out the ball for the first goal. So but let's see what happens with them. They play Newcastle in that final of that game. Okay, other games that happened yesterday. Let's talk about the Copa del Rey because Barcelona played yesterday and they won Valencia 5-0. The other game that happened in Copa del Rey is Real Sociedad 2 of Osasuna 0. But the Barcelona, everybody expected Barcelona to win.
Yes.
Because Valencia, if you look at where they are on the table, they are like 19th or 20th on the table. They are not doing well this season.
Same thing about Tottenham.
Yes, and in this game, Torres scored a hat-trick in this first half hat-trick, 3rd minute, 17th minute, and 30th minute. Lopez scored in the 23rd minute, making it 4-0 in the first half. Then in the second half, Yamal scored the second goal in the. I think good game for Barcelona. I think they are going to
good game for Barcelona. Like I said yesterday, you can say you want to come and put up a fight, but after all the fight, a blowout is still a blowout. And good game for Rafinha too. Rafinha getting a brace of assists in that game, and also the golden boy getting 1 goal here and there. But good game all around. Like I said, the Liverpool game, the Barcelona game, I'm not seeing Valencia or Spurs stopping Barcelona or Liverpool from getting a win and getting a big win. And it just played out. So good one for them. Good win. They move on to the next round and hopefully they can win a silver.
So the same Ferran Torres that we say is not worthy of listening at Lewandowski's boot. Came in and scored a hat-trick and we're saying good game.
It's against Valencia. Valencia is a small team now.
Leave that. It's called hat-trick. Hat-trick.
But the thing I like Barcelona is that they create a whole lot of chances. That's the thing about teams like that. You create chances
now,
and you score goals.
You tell me you are creating many chances and this guy will say he doesn't want to camp. You must camp. If we have the players to create if you have the players to run in midfield, you have the players to create the chances, and you're a ball playing a striker, a ball playing whatever, and you want to come back and play with the team, who punish you? You must camp. Because you have a Rafinha supplying the passes into the box 18, you have a Yamal sending those crosses in, you have a midfield set up behind you that is sending those passes in as well. So everybody's looking for one person up front. So you have to be, whenever the ball comes, you just have to be there or thereabouts in between defenders, tracking runs of defenders, knowing where to position yourself for the passes to meet you. And for me, everybody, on how we're going to give plaudits to every other person that had contributions in this game. Rafinha for the 2 assists, Yamal for his goal, and every other person. Lopez. I want to give credit to all of them, but I just feel like my player for this match is the guy that scored the hat-trick because John has issues with him.
Why would I have issues with him? Are you in my mind to not have issues with him? He's my former player for crying out loud.
Lewandowski is doing well. Why would you bench Lewandowski for somebody that because Lewandowski is doing well?
It's not about Lewandowski doing well. It's about managing Lewandowski's physicality, managing his form,
his old,
and then looking out for the La Liga. This is I just want you to see the case study I gave you guys in the last 2 episodes of the show. I told you that Real Madrid are going to go with the young Madridistas against Leganes, and it came out. It played out. The young Madridistas got their day in the sun. Everybody played close to 80 minutes in that match, and the game was won. Yes, they considered the defense has issues, but they won. In this game, of course, you give Lewandowski a time off, and you play the young Ferran Torres. Like I said, coming into this season,
he's young now.
He's young for crying out loud. He was, I think, 20-something when we sold him to.
He's about 28 now.
Barcelona. We was 20-something.
He's 28 young.
28 is young now.
I doubt he's 28.
He's above 28, but I think he's above 28, 24. So Ferran Torres 24. I think he's playing against his former club because this was a club that he told them, in the future, in the next 5 years, I want to be the club captain. You know, the same thing
Baba is
happened to
24.
the same thing happened to Jack Grealish. At the future, I want to be the club captain, and they say no, you're not having the captain armband anytime soon. If you want to keep your best young players, at least you give them a promise of, okay, in the next 5 years, let's see how it goes.
They cannot even keep players. Can you pay them? If Man City comes now,
The guy come out because of play game time and captain armband, and he go Man City. And for Man City, you don't even see the game. Let alone the
Baba
time.
played for Man City.
Played how
Check
many
the
games?
records.
Played how many games? And now he's at Barcelona.
Normally, these clubs are selling club. They cannot even keep any young player in their club. That's why they kept selling, because if you are paying somebody maybe 20,000 euros in for salary per week, and somebody is offering 120,000 in England, he will go.
Baba played over 40 games for Man City, man. So don't even come here and tell me whether he started or whatever.
But that game ended in favor of Barcelona, 5-0. So Barcelona is in the next round. The other game that happened in Real Sociedad winning 2-0 against Osasuna. If you move to the Coppa Italia, that happened yesterday, Fiorentina beating Inter Milan 3-0. That was one of the results that I was surprised. Fiorentina beating Inter Milan 3-1, and Kane scoring 2 of those goals.
Moise Kean has been. I think they've had a good setup in Fiorentina this season. They're in the top 5. They're the top 5. They're competing for the place in the Champions League. Going back to back Conference League and not getting the trophy was one of their greatest undoing. I don't know how you go against West Ham and the next season you're going against Mozilla Olympiacos also, and you're not winning this trophy. And you come back home and you say you want to go for next. And this season they are going for Champions League. They want to finish in the Champions League spot. If you cannot get ordinary Conference League trophy, now Champions League. This game now, let's just talk about this game the way, as I said, the players we all said they were rejects. Moise Kean has been on the bench for what's it called for not getting his time. And all of a sudden they brought in a Vlahovic to come and put him on the bench, put him further down the pecking order. And now he's at Fiorentina, he's banging the goal, he's getting the results he needs.
You wouldn't blame at Juventus, because at a certain time he was loaned out to Everton. What was his numbers then? His numbers weren't impressive.
He was quite young then, though.
So, that's the thing. And then secondly, sometimes all that just needs to work for as a footballer is for you to find a home. Like I keep saying, everything you are doing in football, the most important thing is to find a home. You have a starting berth. You can now play consistently and improve yourself. As we saw in that, the game, I was following the game, I thought it was going to be abandoned, but Inter succumbed to that 3-goal loss and they're out of the competition.
So that game ended 3-0 for Fiorentina. Fiorentina win that game comfortable. Let's see who wins that cup.
They have a trophy this time.
Let's see if they are going to win finally. Okay, let's move over to today's games. Manchester United are playing today by 9 p.m. in the first game of the FA Cup. Remember, I told you guys this weekend is FA Cup Premier games. Things like Arsenal, I think it's by this time of the year, Arsenal used to travel to Saudi Arabia to go and ginger themselves. They traveled last season and came out and started winning games. Let's see if this all will work out for them. They are going to go on probably 3-4 days holidays, because they are not the FA Cup this weekend. They are out of that
FA Cup. Out of the FA Cup. They tell them the way it is.
They are out of the FA Cup. So, but for today's game, Manchester United are playing Leicester City. I'm already talking to exactly. They've been talking to. They talk about Rashford leaving, about Shaw. That Shaw is injured again.
Yes.
And they've let Malacia go.
Yes.
So I think they are in for some premium pain, because sometimes, and this is one of the things that I keep having as an issue with the club or whoever is in charge of the medical department. Remember the same person that cost Ten Hag his job, because he gave Ten Hag assurances that he said someone will be back and be fit. There's no need. Let Reguilon go. Guess what? They let Reguilon go. How far? That was open. This guy picked up an injury and was out for the rest of the season. And that position has been a constant pain in the side for United. Now, Ten Hag has gone. Amorim is on the job. A certain Dogu is coming to Manchester United, and Luke Shaw remembers that his place is up for and comes out of prematurely. Guess what? Malaysia are not surplus to requirement. Luke Shaw is out, and it's only Dogu in that position, and the backup in that position being so. It's a very precarious position to be in. I just keep saying it. You have to make sure you have plus hands in position to ensure that you are able to in the Premier League.
I think two players in one particular position.
That's the
No,
thing.
you
You're talking about somebody that
when we
has
talk about Man
an
United,
injury record that can fill out a whole ream of papers in the Premier League.
when we talk about players that or team structure and the way they handle their business, we keep going back to the Liverpool matter and we say, okay, fine, Liverpool did this, Liverpool did that, inherited. If the board or the person in charge of recruitment or the people in charge of team management is not doing their jobs, Robertson should have been out and you have only Chimikas there. Yes, because at some point he wasn't giving the numbers and Chimikas was at least, okay, come in and play well. They would have at least sold him because he's aging now. You get Trent with all the hassle of he's not a good defender, but going forward is the best, he's one of the best, could have been out of the team. You get, but for me, I just feel like for these people now, for everything said about Liverpool and all the other teams, Man United have not done a good or proper business. The
Thank you.
For all the team we have been, all the Man U fans, Indians have taken over, Glazers are out.
Bro, I still keep saying it that Manchester United fans will come to regret the fact that Sheikh Jassim wasn't the guy that bought the club off Glazers.
What do you guys say it in Igbo? What's happening is still happening.
As it was in the beginning.
As it was in the beginning, so it is, so it will always be. Because with the new team coming in now, they are telling you we want to manage the books because we are building a new stadium. Now, first excuse be that.
What happened to the stadium plans? Stadium plan. Now, guess what? That so-called stadium plan, the government of the UK is the one funding that project.
Now, the project. The thing is, we are going to cut off unnecessary expenses.
Yes.
All the players on the foundation and all of those people, we are going to cut them off so we can save money. You're saving the money, bring in players. No. This is January transfer window. At least Man United needed at least one more midfielder. We're not talking about the attackers. They have enough attacking options up front. You need at least one midfielder because Cassie is old.
But what I'm going to say that changing everything in the middle of season without new signing is danger for the coach. But I have a clear idea of what I want to do. I will take risks because in the end, it's going to pay off.
In the end, it's going to pay off to do that. Like I said, you can't go in the window and bring in 5 players in January. He came in the middle of the season. We understand December, fine. He came in. We understand that you can't change everything in the January, in the winter transfer window. We understand this fact. We understand all the things he's going to say. We understand how it's going to help the board, help the fan base, cover the board up. We understand all these things. But at least we all know in our chest, in our mind, that Man United needed at least one center half from the left center defender, and one midfielder as well.
Now, guess what? Now, Licha is out.
Now, because Licha is out, because and this is the player that is always.
And the invisible man in Manchester United, Lindelof, that light go fall in position now because he has to be called up to the field.
He's injured, according to them. According to reports, he's out injured. Now, in that left position, there's no player there. In the middle, you have a Maguire and a Van Dijk, Delete. In the middle, center half, because he's playing a 3-man defense.
Yes.
On the right, you have a Euro. Who else takes the right position? Delete. Who is competing with Maguire in the middle? Now it means for the right, you only have Euro there and Delete. While Mazraoui can come in and play what he does there and still give numbers. We understand that he can still play in that position.
What is the problem? They have 4 defenders competing for three positions.
You have 4 defenders competing for 3 positions, which means you only have 1 defender on your bench.
So you can walk.
What if any of them goes on injury?
I like the fact they are saying he can walk. He can walk until he doesn't walk, and then you now have a problem.
You promote. Look at it now.
He can walk till he doesn't. Do you know if this was a 4-4-2 or a 4-back-line, you know that we have just
2 players,
2 center halves,
and 2 on the bench.
Thank you.
So if anybody goes on injury now, you have somebody else coming in.
Yes.
You're playing your whole defense line, and you're looking at the bench. No defenders on the bench. We're talking about Kukunki. There's a player they promoted from the youth setup, Kukunki. He's in this team now. He's been training with the first team for like a month now. And you'll say, okay, fine. What's it called? Hariamas. He's good on the left. He's a good left back. He's not a proper left wing back. Train him to be proper left wing back and put him in the team. Simba. You guys said no. Now a midfielder you brought in to be Koila, who has always been with Ten Hag, but always on the bench. He's been starting a couple of games. Now you see that he has the legs, he has the pace better than Kobe Meno, but he doesn't have the creativity as Kobe Meno. You can't play Ugati and Toby Koila. These are 2 defensive midfielders who will not carry the ball forward.
See what
You're not bringing
see,
only Bruno Fernandes.
what Amorim actually explained is that you need to give him time to the end of the summer. He cannot
It's
do all
not.
those changes now.
Amorim, for me, Amorim talking about giving time to the end of summer is somebody who is already, let me say, fighting a losing battle, because you have the time till the end of summer. The problem is, like I said, this is the same problem Arsenal have. You have a once in a lifetime opportunity to close the gap on Liverpool, that's 6 points on Liverpool, and push yourself up the table if you sign a striker in this window. They've spawned that opportunity. Guess what? The Saka that they are praising that is coming back in 2 or 3 weeks is going to come back into that side. Arsenal have lost with Saka and Odegaard. They will keep losing with Saka and Odegaard in that side until God knows when. And those strikers that they could have brought in that would have given the team a lift, that opportunity is gone. As far as I'm concerned, Liverpool are running away with the Premier League this season. And then when you talk about Manchester United, you have a broken, disfigured, discomfited center defending position already. You have just one out and out left wing back, and the guy who came out of retirement to come and fight for his position now has gone back into retirement with injury again. And it's only Dogu in that position. For how long are we going to keep going around these same problems and not doing anything about, and saying the end of summer now you get relegated? How far?
You cannot come on.
What are we saying, man? What are we saying though? What are we saying though? You have two strikers up forward in that team that haven't scored goal in the better part of 6 games. Let's call that 5 weeks. What are we saying? Then you also have a midfield that you don't know who is starting where, and the man is a tinkerer, because what plays today is not what will play tomorrow, it's not what will play next tomorrow. Keep mixing up signals and information. At the end of the day, we are going to see where is Manchester United right now.
Okay, Manchester United is playing Leicester City. For Leicester City, even though Amorim said something in that press conference that is interesting, say we have to be really careful in our transfer, because Manchester United have made a whole lot of mistakes in other transfer windows, which is true. I won't call it a mistake. I'll call it depending on the coach that you have at a particular point in time. If they tell you I need delete, you buy delete for him.
It's a mistake though, because you should not be committing to a manager that you are not planning to keep on the job for 4 years. If you change managers every 2 years and you spend an average of 600 million on every manager to change them to the same team, you know the most shocking problem for Manchester United do not have an identity. They do not have a play style. They do not have a pattern. So if you come and say it's Guadangwa, we buy Guadangwa for you. If you come and you say it's pack the bus, they will buy pack the bus for you. At the end of 5 seasons, you've spent over 1.9 billion on players that fit 3 different playing styles, and the manager that comes in is direct opposite to every other structure that has been. Unlike a certain club that whether you are staying or you are going, look at Brighton. The manager fits a certain mode, certain play style. If you continue with that mode and play style for the next 6 years, even if you change managers in three seasons, you have the same frame of players coming into the team.
It makes sense.
That's the thing.
Okay, now so let's talk about Leicester City. Leicester have not really done well in the Premier League. They are in the battle to go back to Championship next season, but they have an opportunity to get a trophy. I remember, I think Wigan are the only team that they won the FA Cup and they were relegated. I can remember that season.
And they won the Europa League.
Yes, they were relegated. They went on relegation, but they won that FA Cup. So Leicester has a chance to do something good, because Old Trafford, anybody can go at Old Trafford and collect a win.
Not with the way they are playing. Not the way Leicester City is playing, because I feel like this game we all hyped up ROV and Van Nistelrooy in the beginning of the season when he went to Leicester City.
Yourself.
We all hyped him up now. His record for Man United, he didn't lose a game.
I hyped him up. We all hyped him
up. And we said the honeymoon was going to be over soon. And the honeymoon came as soon as possible. Like it came too soon. And since then, I think they are filing for a divorce right now.
I don't think they blame. Look at this general. They didn't give him money to spend.
I'm not saying.
There's no money to spend.
I know why I said what I said, but it's just what it is. Now, right now, I just feel like this team needs young players, and they have an academy set up. The older players, I think, inherited an older crop of players. You get average age of 26 and above.
I just want
above.
to call your attention to something, right? What's happening at Leicester City is what has been preached on Comfort Zone later in the day here on Volt FM, which is be open. When they were cutting Avian, they brought him in, they showed him the dead squad, they showed him the empty bank balance. So Baba cannot say that when they were cutting, he didn't know that all these things weren't in place. The man was forming one thing and doing another thing. He knows what is the reality on ground, and he even came out to say that look, he was told there is no fund, so he's not surprised that they did not spend more than the 3 million paid for that defender they bought. He can't complain about that. And then secondly, there is an injury case at Leicester City that even the deaf man on the street knows that the key guys that should be in those positions are not available. Now Fata, who scores for them, is out. You understand me? So it's a scenario of managing results to the end of the summer. That's what it is.
He's had 2 academic graduates come in and play for him this season. Why not increase the numbers? You have injuries, you increase the numbers of academic graduates coming to play for you. You increase the number of reserves coming to play. We can't come. I can't sit and agree with the fact that there is no player that you can bring in.
Bring in from where?
You set up works. It's just giving them contract, giving them play time. 6:30. I keep saying this. Your key players are out injured. So Mario is not the right person to replace Ndidi. When they even signed him in and they said he's Ndidi's direct replacement, I said it from that season. He no go work. You get Oliver Skip and Harry Winks and all of those people. It won't work in that midfield. And
but those are the guys you have, and you have to make the most out of these guys. You have to find a way. That's the thing. If your style is tiki-taka,
you have to find a way with them in the hospital.
If your style is tiki-taka and you come in and you inherit a dead wood,
you have to find a way with them.
You have to find a way to play to the strength of the players on ground till you are out of that situation and you have the means to make signings. And that's the thing he has to do. Let's not forget he's got to result with these guys. He has this same ragtag squad of
that was when the players are available.
He's found a way to win with them.
Okay, let's see what happens with Leicester City. They are playing Manchester United. Both of them are in a difficult situation, but I think an FA Cup week can help them the way it helped Ten Hag to stay one more season. So if FA Cup they win the FA Cup, probably maybe they will probably leave Van Nistelrooy alone or leave Amorim alone. But let's see what happens today. That game is happening 9 p.m. today. Okay, let's go to our YouTube channel and read some of the comments here on our YouTube. Okay, John, what do we have on our YouTube?
Emmanuel in the house today. Emmanuel is saying good morning, guys. I really thank God for Harry Kane. Baba really jumped out to save himself from this year team. This thing isn't about coaches. This thing is about the players. Conte said they have poor mentality. Tottenham and United have the same set of players. They are those bunch when they interested in winning and have no hunger for trophies. Very unprofessional set of players and rarely follow coaches' instruction. Now, not only Manchester United, if you send a player from the group, you see other players in their group sending them messages and reposting them on social media because they know that they have lost a member, right? I want to warn Mikel Obi to let him respect himself. Why will he be criticizing Sancho online like that? That make nothing do our 25 million. I take our beggar, make it just keep quiet till we get our money. Manuelia is also saying, look, Shaw, Lindelof and Mount, now God go judge these guys because these guys just use jazz to cover our eyes during each transfer window and find a way to reappear after the window. But once England calls, Shaw will answer.
Shaw will always answer.
Yeah, he will always answer. And then Loudmouth Football is saying, big up, man. Emmanuel is back saying Glazers saw Qatari money and out of sheer wickedness decided to keep punishing us to bring in Ineos. Qatari wanted to clear the whole debts plus new stadium, 400 million on transfers, and we have Ineos where they cut salary.
Okay.
I want to use.
All right. That's all for Leo has been dropping comments here about Leo is a match. I think he's a Manchester United fan. He's been dropping every day. He's dropping. He's angry. Every day is angry. What's happening at Manchester United? What's happening at Manchester United? But for them, I think they should give Amorim time. Let's see what happens this season, and let's see what happens after next season. We can start judging. You cannot judge Amorim.
We shouldn't be talking about time for Amorim right now because Baba has not started.
Yeah, that's the point.
They've not started, and for Manchester United fans to be even bringing up that question, that shows that they are delusional. Because they are not bracing with reality the way it is. You have to give the man time. You have to give him next season before you start up, because otherwise it will be Groundhog Day all over again. Sacking him, bringing another person in, buying another crop of players to fit that person's style of
They've
play.
not bought already for Amorim now, so they can't start it.
Yeah, no wahala.
Okay, let's see what happens in today's game. That game is happening 9 p.m. today. It's Manchester United at Old Trafford will host Leicester City in the first game of the FA Cup. Let's see who wins that game, and anybody that wins that game goes to the next round of that competition. Okay, other games happening in the in Europe. Is when you go to La Liga today, is Rayo Vallecano versus Real Valladolid. Who wins in that game? Two small teams.
Valladolid, Vallecano, I would say Valladolid.
No, sir.
Vallecano, have not given what I wanted this season, and they're in the battle of relegation as well. So Vallecano stays up.
Okay, you go to the Serie A for the game today. Is Como is hosting Juventus. Juventus is playing away to Como. No, we like Como because of Fabregas.
You like Como? Me, I don't like Como. Anything Arsenal and Arsenal product is not for me.
Okay, who wins in this particular game?
Thiago, our Juventus, after losing our game,
he's been winning these days.
After losing our game, it now look like we
wouldn't it have been better for him to lose sooner so I would have started winning
now sooner? After losing our game against Napoli, we hit the reset button and we feel like no, this can happen to us.
It won't last. Don't worry, it won't last.
This game, no, we are winning.
It's a draw.
This is the man that took Bologna from wherever they were to the Champions League spot.
How far has he got it in the?
It's a big team. You can't compare the pressure from Bologna. It's just like Unai Emery. He's playing the Champions League football, and he's in the Champions League knockout stage. When he was at Arsenal, what happened? So you can't compare the pressure from both clubs. And Amon was saying that even this is 40th years, this is 40th birthday feels like 50th.
So who wins?
Just 6 months at
Man
United. 3 months at Man United feels like 3 years.
So who wins today?
I'm sticking with Juventus.
John?
Draw.
Okay, if you go to Bundesliga, Bayern Munich is playing Werder Bremen today. Who wins in today's game?
Go out, Munich. Go out.
Draw.
Why not so?
Draw.
You don't want
that's what
I'm supporting Bayern Munich because of Harry Kane.
That's what I pray for will not work.
That guy is a world-class striker. How can you finish your career? You don't have one trophy.
See, let me tell you, his first trophy is coming this season.
He has to come this season. He has to come
take it to the
Champions League.
Not Bundesliga.
Yes, Bundesliga.
Back-to-back Bundesliga for Leverkusen anytime.
In your dreams.
That's who I support. So that when we have nominating player for the year.
All you need to know who is going to win. Look at goal difference, and you know the.
When we are saying Ballon d'Or nominee for
2026, that's all you need to know.
When we are saying about Ballon d'Or nominee for 2025, 2026 for previous season, we call number 1. Ademola Lookman, number 2, Victor Boniface, number 3. When you see top 3, yeah, Nigeria. You know go suit you.
For your mind.
Now they play. Okay.
If they say I want you good now, they do well for where in the now for nothing for. I say okay, no, put that.
If you go to French Ligue 1, PSG is playing Monaco in the biggest game there. Who wins in that game? PSG has been topping that league for a very long time. Now they are playing Monaco. Monaco has done fairly well in this league, but this game is going to be a big game in France.
I think we are just seeing a resurgence of Ousmane Dembele, and I think Dembele and Bakola.
He's been scoring hard back three. I think he's got back-to-back hat-tricks.
Back-to-back hat-trick.
Imagine
this is a player that didn't cut it anywhere.
I don't know. He did
something just did. I think it's just for a manager to just know what your weaknesses are and knows how to manage you.
Simple.
And I also like this guy at what's it called at PSG knows how to manage, because when he was with him at Barcelona, they were like a wonderful couple. Now at PSG, they are better than what they were at Barcelona.
I didn't think
they didn't play together. Yes. But I'm just saying he's better now because this man understands him better. So he played in Barcelona. So what he was missing there.
Who wins in that game, PSG or Monaco?
PSG, man. Bakola and Dembele on the score sheet.
And also?
PSG.
Okay, let's open the phone line. You can tell us your prediction, especially for that Manchester United game. Manchester United is hosting Leicester City at Old Trafford. Call us and tell us your prediction for that game. The number to call is 0706 048 5853. Okay, let's take the first call. Yeah, hello, good morning.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning. Name and location, please.
Okay, Ike from Star.
Okay, Ike, what is your contribution?
This Leicester coach. I don't understand why that man go take that job. is because of lack of
Opportunities.
but I don't know what is making me interest to go and give me moral to go and take that job. Look at that's a club, but they don't want to sign any club. And look at they are just seeking by day. That man is a good coach, but he take wrong decision. If you say no take that job, forget a good job. This January. That club is not. I'm sorry to say, it's not a soft club at all.
Yes.
They don't sign even a player. Even I don't think if I'm mistaken, I never hear people say that they sign even a player. Too often. So that man is a good coach, but the club will take is go take that job, or it's not happy for him to take that job.
Okay.
You are with the studios giving next season. In the next season, we are in the relegation zone or in an award because you know the Premier League next season.
Okay.
I bet you, yes, you know the Premier League next season. You must now relegation. There will not be 11 points out of 11 points now.
Yes.
You have to, and they know that this coming weekend, the other weekend they will fit win match again. So the player they signed the first time is a mistake. What kind of mistake? The hands I use them carry two FA Cups. And I never say Rihanna miss such loses. That man they lose. If they take him, they cover his face.
Okay.
Anyway, let him give him chance because I want them to go relegation because if you don't give them chance, it means that they will pick up. But let them give them chance.
Okay.
Let's make them find themselves in the relegation zone.
All right. Thank you very
For
much.
this match, I wish Leicester were, but I don't see them winning the match because the players were there.
You know,
I
sir.
don't understand the honor of that club. How they do? And to that man, that coach is supposed to resign and come out.
Okay.
Whether he go there and mistake himself for that for this sake.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you very much for that contribution. Okay, everybody thinks that Van Nistelrooy is a good coach, but it's a different opinion. Maybe he's a good coach, maybe he's not a good coach. But let's see if he's going to save Leicester. Yeah, hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Name and location, please.
My name is Chukwudi from Liverpool.
All right, Chukwudi, what is your contribution?
First of all, let me meet John and also over there. Good morning. Good morning, John.
Good morning.
I did this still well. I also did I came from Soka. I love the way you speak.
Okay.
And a fan. And for actually, I don't think win this match. You know, I not good in at home. The huge match at home. But for this one, the only thing I tell Leicester now is to play. They need to play Manchester United. Let them continue to say Manchester United the slack for defense. Maybe use that opportunity to score them today.
Okay.
If it's like 3-0, just make a comment there and score the 3-0. You know, any parallel like this, like a 6-0. Maybe win that 3 goals.
All right. Thank you very much.
What I choose about the match, the matches.
They are playing tomorrow.
Yeah, but what time?
They are the last game. I think that 9 p.m. too. They are playing the last game for the FA Cup. Them and Brighton are playing tomorrow.
Okay. I wish my club big dog. Made a big Brighton. To beat them in the Premier League on next Saturday.
All right. Thank you very much. Okay, the other news in football, Marcelo have decided to retire from football, not international football. They decided to retire.
International football since
last
how many years?
He hung his boot yesterday after deciding to not play. I think he had a problem with Brazilian club. They suspended him for a couple of times, so he decided to retire after winning 31 trophies. He's the legend of the game.
Everything he has won.
He has won everything. Apart from the World Cup, though.
Everything he has won. I don't know why I go have him once he put it there. Because one guy somewhere now.
He said everything.
Because one guy somewhere now has won. Because one guy somewhere now has won World Cup now.
He has ended football. A 19-year-old has ended football.
You said everything. We are just saying that he did.
He has won everything.
Everything in club football.
He has
Put it in context. Don't make him bloated more than he is, because he didn't win the World Cup, bro. Straight up. No matter what you want to say about him, he did not win the World Cup.
I will not do favoritism now, but let's be honest here on this show. If you want to call left back that wowed you,
that's different from he won everything.
We've completely won everything.
No, just agree on this one.
For me, he has won everything.
For you,
he has won everything.
He has not won everything.
He has won everything. You have to go with that debate.
He has not won
I'm just
anything.
saying, if you want to look at the left back that has played in world football currently or past and present, if you call the top 5, you put his name.
Marcelo is there, yes.
If you call top 5 left backs in the world, if not this Luxor and Robertson debate that we are having here in the studio, and you are feeling like we've seen the best of the best. If you're putting up the top 5 left backs in the world, past and present, you see him for at least top 4 or top 3.
He has done well.
He has done well for football, and his touches on the pitch is just excellent.
It's excellent. Okay, let's take this final call. Yeah, hello, good morning.
So God bless you. In fact, I say I'm not calling again. Man.
Name and location, please.
Bro, he never will walk up. Simple.
Okay,
simple.
Okay.
Nice one. No. So, first of all, sometimes maybe if you don't watch a player, sometimes it's like that. Or even if you hate the person, you can't take away what the person has done. What he has shown us. I have watched Marcelo play. A great player, fantastic.
Yes.
If you watch what left back are doing now individually, the brain, the sense, what they did. I compare him with this guy that played for Barcelona. Remind me his name,
Jordi Alba,
bro, you are there. Jordi Alba, Daniel Fez them from the right. Come on, if you watch those guys play, sense will not keep them. They give us beautiful game. That's why we are struggling to watch guys these days. We watch them, we don't see performance from them. Individual brilliance, we don't see. Those guys that people can give you goals, win you like top out something. They are few these days. Marcelo is the legend of the game. Everybody must not win the World Cup. Zlatan did not win Champions League. You can't take it away from Zlatan individually. Zlatan is there. Ronaldo Benzema didn't win the Champions League. You can't take anything away from him. Fantastic. These are men of the game and legends of the game. They have done well. In fact, the kind is not there. Who are you comparing them with now? Look at the left back you are watching these days. Look at you comparing with them.
We can't even watch the show. We can't even watch the show.
Who among them can last and did what they did? So they are the legends of the game, bro. No matter how you want to put them.
Okay.
I know he didn't win the World Cup, but he didn't win the World Cup is not his fault. Individually, he performed. Collectively,
no doubt.
Performed with
But don't say he won
So what is the
everything.
prediction for Manchester United game today? What is the prediction for Manchester United game today?
It's a game that man should win, not because they will play so fantastic or outplay them, but because the team they are playing is not there. Like Leicester is the way they are now and where they are. I think Man U is in a better shape to win them. But problem of Man U now is they don't even have a strength to play for 70 minutes. If Leicester can prove that he is coming, if he can prove to Man U that we should have kept him, we can go to the dressing room and also talk to his boys. Whenever you put energy in your football now, you win Man U. Just put energy. You can watch the soccer to them. Energy and you win them. They gas this thing.
All right,
70 minutes, Man U is worn out. But maybe because the experience will count, but I see them winning.
All right,
It's not a compulsory win for them.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you very much for that contribution. Okay, this is how we're going to end in today's show. Let's finish with on our YouTube channel. And Emmanuel Liu finally is saying, I want to use this opportunity to congratulate Marcelo 12 on his wonderful career and wish him well on his retirement. I feel lucky to have watched him play in this generation. And I think this will be, say, Marcelo is the best left back I have watched since 2025. And his prediction is Man U 2, Leicester. Man U 3, Leicester 2. So let's see if his prediction work. And finally, I want to give shout out to Loudmouth Football. I think this is the first time he's joining us.
Yes.
Congratulations and thank you for joining us on today's show. We do this every day, Monday to Saturday. We come back here tomorrow, 8 p.m. to do this again. Thank you for joining us on today's show. And let's hope this FA Cup this weekend will give us a whole lot of football, because FA Cup give us the magic. They call it the magic of the FA Cup.
And we
It's
have
the magic.
Spurs versus Villa.
Yeah, so let's see if it's going to give us this weekend, give us magic. But first, it's Manchester United will be hosting Leicester in the first game of that FA Cup. We'll come back here tomorrow to discuss all that and the other games in the FA Cup. My name is Godwin, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now.
Hello, Enugu, and welcome to Volt 104.3 FM, where music meets the voltage. Take a break and enjoy the show.
Alex Iwobi gets the ball out to the left-hand side. The delivery comes in. Oh, it's a great goal!
Entertainment. News and politics.
Enugu State Governor has sent us to the electricity bill.
Gospel.
And let them have dominion.
The kingdom of God is within people.
I am a soldier and a battlefield.
Odenibo.